Court of India. Welcome, sir. Before we begin with the enlightening session, I would like to invite Dr. Meenakshi Tomar, Principal, IPM Law Academy, to give the opening remarks and welcome our honorable guest. Over to you, ma'am.
Hello. Ritu ma'am, please check whether ma'am is available or not.
Sir,
Please
there is
check.
a slight technical glitch. She'll be joining soon.
Okay.
Suresh sir, yes, you can share your slides now. You can share your slides, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Ritu ma'am, please talk to ma'am.
Sure, sir. I'm communicating with her.
Please.
So ma'am is in the lobby. She's just coming. She's just speaking up with the words of wisdom.
Okay. Now the doubts are clear, no? She is coming.
Dev sir, who will show the slides from your side or?
Our side. Ritu ma'am will show.
No, sir, actually, my network is not working. I am not getting the mail or anything. So please, someone else should do that.
Jitendra sir is co-host now. She's sharing. He's sharing.
So, should we start? Dev sir, should we start?
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Supriya ma'am, is the session live? Yes, now?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Very good morning. Very good morning to one and all present here. I, Dr. Meenakshi, welcome you all. It is a matter of great honor and pleasure for me to welcome you all, and especially our eminent speaker, Advocate Suresh Chandra Sati, Advocate Supreme Court of India, who spare out the time out of his busy schedule to enlighten the thoughts of our students and attendees. And we have chosen the topic, a career roadmap towards legal journey. So the name itself suggests that in today's session, each attendee will get the way out or the step to brighten up the future, keeping the same in mind. I once again welcome all the dignitaries, attendees, my colleague, and the Center of Attraction Advocate Suresh Chansati. At the same time, I wish all the very best for the event and achieve the success. Thank you and welcome you all.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am. Now the wait is over. I would like to invite Mr. Suresh Chandra Sati, Advocate, Supreme Court of India. Sir is presently practicing at Supreme Court of India, Delhi High Court, and also at other courts and tribunals in Delhi in various fields such as civil, criminal, company matters, income tax prosecution matters, and many more. Sir has worked as legal advisor at Royal Embassy, Saudi Arabia, and Embassy of the Kingdom of Bahrain in New Delhi. It is an honor for us that he has joined us today. He is the ideal person to address your
Hello.
Ritu ma'am, your mic is mute now.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible now. Please
All right.
proceed.
Yes, please.
So it is an honor for us to that Advocate Suresh Chandra Sati has joined us today. He is an ideal person to address your queries regarding pursuing of law as a career. I welcome you, sir, to IPM Law Academy. The gathering is all yours. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, all the present dignitaries, respected principal ma'am, respected director sir, and all the other present dignitaries, along with the students who have joined the meeting today. So, as already told the madam, that this is a topic of career in the law, and the topic name is already revealed to you: the career roadmap towards legal journey. So when we speak about the law and legal journey, or a career in the law, so first and foremost thing which comes into our mind is advocacy. It means everybody wants to become a lawyer after doing the law. And after all, it's a lucrative profession. And I would like to emphasize first that what is advocacy, because normally people understand that after doing law they will join the bar, they will join some district court practice, or some of them high court practice, or some of them they reach at the Supreme Court. But in true meaning, my friends, the advocacy is not like that, that you start practice or you take some case, or you are representing that person in before the court. So it's not the real practice. So I would like to refer in the slide I have mentioned, and I would like to read all this word by word, because that is more important for everybody who has joined this meeting than why advocacy. So it is written that advocacy is not a craft, but a calling, a profession wherein devotion to duty constitutes the hallmark. The sincerity of performance and the earnestness of endeavor are the two wings that will bear aloft the advocate to the tower of success. Given these virtues, other qualifications will follow of their own account. This is the reason why the legal profession is regarded as a noble one. So it is apparent from these few golden words why the advocacy is being regarded as a noble profession. And I would like to mention here, then if you see the next slide, ma'am may turn to next slide. That is the 7 lamps of advocacy. It is equally important. The 7 lamps of advocacy I have mentioned in my this next slide. Ma'am, if you may kindly turn to next slide. Am I audible? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Kindly turn to the next slide where I have mentioned the 7 lamps of advocacy.
Jitendra sir, kindly skip to the slide that sir is suggesting.
Okay, okay. So I would, okay, sure. So now the next is the 7 lamps of advocacy, and it is the Sir John Scott who has mentioned that to succeed as a lawyer, a man must work like a horse and live like a hermit. It means the horse, he always works. He never feels tired. And there should not be no tiredness. And when you want to live like a hermit. Hermit means a person who has all the connections with this world, but at the same time, he wants to live in peace. So you should have a peaceful mind and you should work hard like horse. And former Chief Justice of India, S.H. Kapadia, he expressed the same view. And let me tell you about why I mentioned this person's name in my slide, because I really admire him. He is no more in this world, but he will be ever here. His name is S.H. Kapadia, and he was our former Chief Justice of India. Let me tell you about his career, and then you can yourself imagine what wonder you can do after doing the law. Let me tell you, S.H. Kapadia, he started his career as a fourth-class employee, and later on, he became a law clerk in a company which was a law firm in Mumbai, Gagrat and Company. And thereafter, he did his law from there, and he admitted to practice at the original site of Mumbai. And thereafter, he was elevated to the bench of High Court at Mumbai, and then he was elevated to Supreme Court, and then he became a Chief Justice of India. Now you can imagine easily how great he was, and he was so humble. And now if we go to next, that why should we do the law? Because as a profession, law serves the nation. In every field, you see that is connected with law. We call it in Hindi vidhi. Vidhi means a process, a legal thing, which is everything is related to law. People have been doing several things in their life day to day, but everything is related to law. So we all are abide by law, rules, and regulations. And so far as employment is concerned, I have mentioned so many things in these slides. You can go through that. You can join the profession, you can go into the judiciary, you can join the politics, you can join the legal reporter, and there are so many things. And you can join the teaching also after doing LLM or PhD. in law. And this is, now I tell you why law is so important. My dear friends, law is important because law not only gives you your bread and butter, but it's a service to the humanity. Why? I'm not saying that it's a service to the humanity. It is mentioned in the Bar Council of India rules. You can refer to that book, because if I discuss about those rules in detail, it will take a lot of time. But I'm telling you, Bar Council of India has prescribed certain rules to the advocates, which shows that this is a service to the humanity, and especially section 49(1)(c) of the Advocates Act defines that. And if you see, there are 4 duties. It's not that everybody wants right. If you do, I'm not criticizing or saying anything against about any other career. So you do any other thing beyond law. So you need your right. You have joined some company or something, some institution or organization, but you need your right. But this is the only profession which talks about duty. So if you go through the Bar Council of India rules, so you will see there are duties, and it has been described into 4 topics. The duty is duty towards the court, duty towards your client, duty towards the opponent, and duties towards your colleagues. So when I say duty towards the court, so it means that you should have a proper understanding of law and honesty towards the court, because whatever the case you are carrying with you, it has bearing and impact upon the life of your client as well as upon your career, because that's how people know you, that what kind of advocate you are. And generally people, they have been doing various things to win over the court or win their cases in the court, but that is not right all the time. So when we talk about the duty, so it is a duty, legal duty towards the court, that you put right things before the court and you tell the true facts and the law applicable to that. And that's how the court respects you, because you are an officer of the court. And it is the Bar Council rule which gives you a comfortness that you are the officer of the court, and without any fear, you should represent your client's interest before the court. So this is the thing. Now we comes upon the duty towards the client. Duty towards the client means that you should not mislead any client who is coming to you, because this is the only field where any client is approaching you because he is not aware about the law. He is doing the thing simply. He doesn't know, he or she, they don't know that whatever is correct or whatever is wrong in their day-to-day life, maybe they are trapped or they have done something wrong in their life or day-to-day doing. So they approaches you. So it means that you have to identify that whether he has been properly guided by you, and don't mislead. If you mislead, it means you are putting yourself in danger. People will say bad name about you in the society. So this is the thing. And let me tell you one thing, this is the only profession which armors you. Why I'm saying armors you? Because you know about the law. So it gives you full power. Yet you have to become humble. Although these are 2 contradictory things, but they have to be there. You are powerful, yet you are humble. So that's how you become a noble person in a noble profession. Now, the duty to the opponent. Generally, we see our opponent as an enemy. That if somebody is opponent, definitely everybody will say he is our enemy. But no, in this profession, you have a legal duty towards your opponent also. Because whenever you file a case, you have to submit all the documents. Like you are filing in the court, same copy you have to serve upon the opponent. It means you have to share your true information with the court and with your opponent. And also see through him with same respect, because you want to get relief from the court against this person, and that person is not your enemy, that is only an opponent, and he is an opponent and you want a relief against him. So the court also see that how and in which manner you are putting your case. So this is how you have a duty towards your opponent. Now duty towards your colleagues. Colleagues means the person who is working with you in the court. And also in this duty, you have a duty towards the society also. Whenever you are going on the road and you are driving your car, so you should be following all the rules and regulations properly, because people will see you that you are an advocate, and they see you that you should not break law. You have to obey all the laws, because like this in a lighter mode I'm telling you, like somebody is going and he's an advocate, he doesn't wear the seat belt, and some policeman, he stops him at the red light and asks him, why didn't you put your seat belt on, and this is for your life. And he says, no, I'm an advocate. Generally people, they have been doing all these tactics on the road, but this is very bad. It means law has given you, the court has given you, the government has given you some license to practice. It doesn't mean that you should break law. Rather, you should so, and you should fix an example to the society. Like, look, I'm an advocate and I have been following all the rules and regulations as per the prescribed things which have been mentioned in the books. So that's how the people will admire you and they will learn a lot of things from you. So these are the things which have been mentioned in the Bar Council of India rules. And after that, I come, and here I also want to tell you that law, the language of law have been twisted in such a manner that only a special mind can understand the law. And it is very frank and honest thing. It is not the capability of all the persons that they will join the law and they will understand so easily. Because here, I tell you one thing, that this is a story of a court. Perhaps you people might have heard about that, but this is a true story. That once there was the few persons from different fields, from IIMs, from IITs, from doctors and professors. They wanted to see the court proceeding. They see how the advocates, they have been appearing before the court and they have been representing their case, their clients before the court. Excuse me. So when they were in the court, the matter started. It was a criminal matter. So this public prosecutor who was representing the state, he started his case like this, that kindly see, my lord, this is a case of murder, and look at this person, and he has murdered this person with a lot of cruelty, and it's a gruesome murder, and he should not be spared with any little punishment, and he should be hanged till death. So everybody clapped in the courtroom and they said, oh, see how good is that public prosecutor who has represented his case so nicely. And the judge said, you are right. You are absolutely right. Then this another defense counsel, he stood up and he said, no, my lord, he was an innocent person. And this person was killed in a fit of rage. And just because he was abusing his family and his friends, his mother and his father, then in a fit of rage, he killed him. So it's not that it's a murder case. It was in a fit of rage. And also he also attacked him in order to save his life. He killed him because everybody has right to save his own life. The judge again listened. And then he said, you are also absolutely right. Then these fellow who were sitting there in the courtroom, and some of them IITs and IIM doctors, they all stood up together, and they asked the judge, my lord, we didn't understand one thing. Then how can upon one matter, two sides can be right? You know what the judge replied? You are also absolutely right. It means here everything is right. Only the advocates, they have to dig out the truth. And we say we have to dig out the truth from the chaff. We have to take the grain out of the chaff. In the same manner, we have to dig out the truth. So now we say about the different career which you people can join after doing the law. Like you can go into the different government services. You can join as a law officer in banking field, in different PSUs, that is called public sector undertakings. You can join the government, other government services. You can become a judge, which is, I mean, after doing the law, you can directly, before it was some experience, 3 years or like that, for becoming a magistrate or civil judge junior division. But now you can directly, after completing your law, you can compete for that exam. And normally the age is, if I'm not wrong, is from 21 to 35. Some of the states may be having 32, but it is like that. And after 35, if suppose you continue your practice after 35, you can uh, prepare for higher judicial services. That makes you additional district judges in different states. They have state services. I think the government has now planned that they should be having one All India judicial exam like that, but that is into pipeline. It will, I think, in coming years, it will be in the reality. So other fields like you can join legal reporter, because mostly the reporter you have seen and you have been seeing today nowadays in the news what is happening. Everybody says so about any topic, anything like Nupur Sharma, this controversy and this G News, this that anchor, he spoke something about some politician's remark and he twisted, and thereafter there was some controversy that he misled the general public, and that's how you see they landed into trouble. And there was certain FIRs being registered against them, and they were arrested. Some of them, they are the Supreme Court, and then from the Supreme Court they got restraining order against their arrest. Anyhow, the motto is to tell you that everybody is bound by law. We say this is nature's law. So nature's call, nature's law, everything. And the thing is, lawyers, they always keep in mind, they don't do any wrong things because they are working in the interest of their client. So they don't do of their own anything. They only tell the client that, look, this is in your interest, best suited according to this law. So this is the thing. And thereafter you can, if you want to do freelancing work, nowadays there are so many outsource companies are there, online jobs are there, in which certain people, they ask you about legal advices and legal things, and they ask you, you can join law firms. There have been numerous matters which are for drafting, online drafting, contracts, international contracts, and then there are this teaching is also there. So nowadays, where we have very few teachers who are there in the field, so you can enhance this field also. So with all these things, there are private companies, and you can join them. As I told earlier, that there are legal journalists. So when legal journalist is altogether different from the general journalist. So a general person who has done only diploma or who has taken degree in journalism, he will put several questions, but he will not bear in his mind that what is legal and what is illegal. But the difference between the legal reporter and the general reporter is that the legal reporter will always keep in his mind what is legal and what is illegal, what they should ask, what they should not ask. Because in day-to-day life also, it is equally important you what to speak, but it is more important what not to speak. Because if you speak some words or something which is not admissible or acceptable to the society, so they will definitely criticize you and you will land yourself in problem. And I think we have discussed a lot about all these things, and you may refer other things from the slide I have mentioned here. So the conclusion is that overall, this is a lucrative profession, and here you should not uh, worry about the remuneration or the salary or money which you are getting at the initial stage, because this is a profession which you profess this. You are not searching basically your livelihood. You profess this. So it's a service to the humanity, service to the society. The money will follow you. We have a saying in advocacy that an advocate should not search his client. The client should search an advocate. So it's a service to the society. You will blossom like a flower, and the good smell will, spread in the society. They will automatically come to you that, look, there is an advocate and we have to approach him or her. And nowadays the girls, I encourage girls especially, because you see in the society itself, there have been so many problems with the girls, eve teasing. And despite the law now in 2013, the government has amended after former Chief Justice J.S. Verma's recommendations. They have enacted stringent provisions against the crime against the women. Yet there have been so many instances that there have been eve teasing, there have been rape cases, there have been other cases against the women's. So we need to educate them. The only see the retribution. Retribution means if we say in Hindi, badla lena. The retribution theory would not work. The best way is to educate your children in such a way. Why don't you go, especially the girl child, why don't they join the legal profession? At least they should know about the law, they should know about the rights, they should know about the legal rights which have been enacted in different laws. So that's how they will empower the society. And we, as an advocate, as an experienced advocate, we also do the same. We encourage people, because in different foreign countries, if you visit in USA, UK, whenever you go, they strictly follow the law. Suppose they want to purchase anything, it's about consumer law. They purchase anything, even they purchase any electronic gadget or something like, suppose TV. If they purchase any TV, so it is mandatory to have a bill for that. But in India, it is not like that. It is not mandatory. Why I'm saying so? You go to the electronic shop and you ask for a TV, and he tells you this TV is suppose 10,000 or 20,000 rupees. and you say, okay, give me a bill, then he will definitely come and tell you, sir, we will save some GST upon that. And if you pay 15,000, so give me in cash and you will save that 5,000 rupees. And we people, we just have in our mind that we save 5,000 rupees. And after 15 days, that TV gets some problem. And then that's how, we thought, oh, we have been cheated 15,000 rupees. And that's how that client approaches advocate, and that advocate asks him, okay, did you follow the proper rule? Then he says, sorry, sir. And then what we say in Hindi, sir, kuch jugaad kara do. So this jugaad policy is very dangerous. So don't, avoid that. And best thing to avoid that is to educate any person, any of the person of your family, friends, society, educate them with law. You are educating with law, you are empowering with law. I think this would be sufficient for today's meeting. And with these words, I now stop my this conversation. And I sincerely thank to IPEM College and especially Principal Ma'am, Dev Saab, Director Saab, and other dignitaries who considered me as a speaker, though I am a small person, but really thanks to for giving me this good and great opportunity. I hope that whatever conversation we have today, it will help you in your future life. Have a blessed day, have a good day ahead, and have a great journey ahead. If some of my words may hurt any person, so I am extremely sorry for that. And please forgive all these words which hurts. Thank you. Thank you, Dev Saab. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful and encouraging words. Now, I request all the participants to ask out their queries from our eminent guest. If anyone has any query, kindly put it in the chat box so that sir can deal with it. Now I request everyone to, so we have a query from Ravi Prakash Shukla. Sir, it is advisable for first generation law graduate to start with their own practice.
Yes, it's a very good question. Today you are facing a first generation lawyer. I am the first generation lawyer in my family, and believe me, I am happy. And even my both children, they have been doing law. My daughter is pursuing BA LLB honors from MDU University, Gurgaon, and my son is also pursuing his LLB, 3 LLB from Dehradun. So first generation lawyer, there is absolutely no problem. Rather, it is it is very good. There should be somebody in the family who knows about the law. As I expressed my ideas, that you should know about the law. The moment you don't know about the law, you will be fooled by any person who knows about the law, or who is a who is crude person, or who is not a genuine person. That's how people have been cheated. You see, now I would, thanks for this question. I would emphasize on one point, like I have been telling you how the people, in USA, UK, and other developed countries, they ask for a bill. And here, if you want to buy a flat, this is a burning example before all of you. If you want to buy a flat of rupees 50 lakhs or more in NCR, because every flat is now more than 50 lakhs, they don't even bother to go to an advocate for his legal report, that to search the property, whether this is okay or not. Somebody, this thela wala or shopkeeper says, oh, I have purchased this flat here, you also purchase. And that's how the builders, they have been duping so much of hard-earned money of general persons. And you see, there are so many cases, so many builders are there in the court. So you are a first generation person to join this profession. You are welcome. And it is very good for all of the person who are listening. First generation lawyer, you must join. Why not?
Thank you, sir. There's another query. That is, where should we start our advocacy profession, from district court or high court?
No, I would suggest you should join first district court, because at district court level, they will tell you that because the law is very simple in that sense, that you should join first from, like, we take admission, we got admission first in nursery, then what you say, KG, kindergarten, and then you start first, second, third, fourth, fifth. In high court, some of the person, they directly join high court, but basically they do not know about the ABC of law. They have been simply doing writ matters on whatever, in high court, the appeal matters and all that, but they do not know the roots of the law, how to start with the law, how to read the law, how to interpret it, how to draft. These all things you learn at the district court level. Rather, you should start from the magistrate court. That's how you will learn. SDM court, you will learn a lot of things. So like SDM, magistrate of first class, and session level, and district court level, basically the real practice lies there. I have been also doing practice, still I have been taking cases for district courts, because it's a learning process. And after my 15-year practice, I shifted to then high court, and then now I've been doing Supreme Court matter. Yet I have been doing district court matters, and district court gives you a lot of things. Believe me, it cannot be explained in words. So start from the district court. This is my, I can say, forceful suggestion.
So there is another query in the chat box. Is there any specific suggestion which branch of law should be considered by private practitioner for better scale up?
Yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice. And that's a very good question. Let me tell you, normally we say in normal words that a person should be there is an idiom that jack of all trades but master of none. It basically fits upon advocates. An advocate is a person who is jack of all trades but master of none. Why master of none? Because we say law practice. From the beginning, when we born into this profession until our last breath, we say we practice. Nobody can say, even the Chief Justice of India, he cannot say that I become master. Nobody can become a master, because law changes with the society. Law changes with the times. If you have seen in recent times, I think last 6 months, I'm not sure, maybe 6 months or more, our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, he has abolished these more than 126 laws which were there in existence. Now they are not in existence because there is no need such type of law. So law changes with the society and law changes with the times. So you should work, or you should do in each and every field, be it criminal law, civil law, tax law, and constitutional law. Because suppose you say that you have been practicing only in criminal law, and your next door neighbor, he was trapped into a consumer fraud. some shopkeeper or some company has defrauded him in consumer goods, and he comes to you, sir, I want to file a consumer claim against this person. What would you tell him? That you are not practicing in consumer law? And if you tell him like this thing, so he will say, what kind of advocate is he? He doesn't know about the ABC of this consumer law. Because when you say advocate, it means like, I mean, it's a lighter sense I'm saying, don't take it as it is. People see you as God. Okay, he is an advocate, he is like a God. We will go to him with some problems, he will definitely give solutions. And if you tell him, no, 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 I am giving solutions for this particular field, so they feel depressed and they feel distressed also. So I suggest you should be jack of all trades. This is my suggestion.
So there's another query that how can I become a successful criminal lawyer from Kanika Agarwal?
How can he become a successful criminal lawyer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now let me tell you, you yourself cannot become a successful criminal lawyer, because it's the faith in the society, it's the understanding of criminal law. So there are numerous criminal laws are there. Like there is a procedure for that first, that is called Criminal Procedure Code. You should be well aware about the Criminal Procedure Code first. Then there are penal laws. First law is called Indian Penal Code. And there are subsidiary laws are there. It is called NDPS, Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances. There are SC/ST Act. That is, there are other like UAPA, Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. There are TADA, terrorist and destructive activities. And you should be knowing NIA. What is NIA? What is CBI? What is IB? What is CID? All those things you should know. When you know about all these things, it gives a faith and familiarity in the society about you. And that's how people, they call about your name. Suppose some person has entangled himself, or he has done some criminal thing in the society and some police caught him, then definitely some person will tell, okay, go to Mr. A, he's a very good lawyer. So that's how slowly you will become a criminal lawyer. By thinking that you will become a criminal lawyer, it's not possible. So for that, I tell you, you should first read, recite. And there is only one thing you should study. Advocates, how they enjoy their life. They go to the library, they sit in the bedroom, they sit in the dining room, they sit in the drawing room, they sit in the lobby area, anywhere. But they have been thinking about the law. They have been thinking about the recent changes in the law. They have been thinking about the good books about the law, and they have been reading. Unless you read, you can't become. So this is my suggestion.
Thank you, sir. And there's another question that what is success as a lawyer or a law student?
Pardon, can you repeat this question?
Sure, sir. What is success as a lawyer or a law student?
What is success?
What
as
is
a lawyer?
success? Yes.
Okay. The success, did you complete it, or ma'am, did you complete your question, or should I?
Sir, this is the question that has been mentioned in the chat box by a participant.
Okay. So to me, the success as a lawyer is that when, as I told earlier in my this conversation, that it's a service to the humanity, it's a service to the society. When we say empowering of society, empowering of girl child. So what is empowerment? You should not give protection because you are only one person. How you can give protection to several persons in the society? But here in this legal field, you can give not 100%, 100,000 persons you can give security and safety. How? By words, by teaching them, by making them understand what about the law. And when in the society you serve after giving them proper information, proper service. So this is your success. Success is not about that you have been depositing or you have 1 crore or 100 crore rupees lies in that bank account. That is not the success. The success is people calls you, they ask for your advice, because let me tell you, it is it is the advocate. This is the important point. It is the advocate who gives advice. You see, advocates never go to anybody to seek advice. It is the general public who comes to the advocate for seeking advice for anything, like कि मैं कि इसकी बेटी के साथ ऐसी प्रॉब्लम हो गई है, शादी हुई थी, अभी वो उसको घर छोड़ के चले गए, वकील साहब हम क्या करें. And let me tell you one more thing. When you talk about success, it is equally important. It is, I will say in Hindi, लोग क्या बोलते हैं, लोग कभी भी जज साहब को ये नहीं कहते कि जज साहब बचा लो, लोग हमेशा बोलते हैं वकील साहब बचा लो. जब भी हम लोग कोर्ट में जाते हैं, लोग हमें बोलते हैं वकील साहब बचा लो, बस प्लीज बचा लो. जज को नहीं बोलते, उन्हें पता है इन्होंने तो पनिशमेंट देनी है. It is not against that judges I am speaking, but this is the general trend. Everybody says वकील साहब please save me. Next question you may take, ma'am.
No, sir. Thank you so much for clearing out the queries of our participants. Now, I request everyone to kindly on their cameras for photography session. Jitendra sir, kindly take the screenshots of the same. Now, I would like to request all the participants to fill the feedback form for the generation of e-certificates. Kindly find the link in the chat box. Neeraj ma'am, I request you to share the feedback link in the chat box. Meanwhile, next, I would like to invite Ms. Neeraj Nagar, Assistant Professor, IPM Law Academy, to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I wish a very good morning to one and all present here. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. So I, Ms. Neeraj Nagar, faculty at IPM Law Academy, deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this wonderful webinar session we had. Let me first declare that the event was of resounding success. And on the crucial head, or I must say that first of all, I thank our special guest, Advocate Suresh Chandra Sati, who despite his busy schedule has found time to grace this event by his presence. I also thank all the attendees for evincing interest in the event and for joining the same. I give my special thanks to Ms. Supriya Tyagi for providing all the technical support. I thank all my colleagues who make the event success by providing various support and for being vigilant all the time in cooperation to make this event successful. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I request Sona ma'am to share the feedback link, please. We'll be sharing the link. Kindly wait for a while. Thank you, everyone. It was a very insightful session, I must say. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
meeting.
Should we leave, Dev sir?
Yes, sir, you can leave. I request all the participants to wait for a while so that the link can be shared with you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.